Very good afternoon, dear students. As we had discussed in last class, The Farmer's Wife, which was written by Volga P. Lalita Kumari. Today I have come back to explain you, to teach another poem, An Old Woman, which reflects the writer's view, his observation, his opinion on an old woman whom he come across in a place called Jejuri, which is one of the temple town in Pune in Maharashtra. Before going to discuss the poem, let us know about the author of the poem, Arun Kolatkar. Arun Kolatkar, who born in the year of 1932 and died in the year of 2004, was a bilingual poet who mastered on both language, English as well as Marathi. He translated several works from Marathi to English and from English to Marathi. So that is the reason that he is called bilingual poet. So basically, he born in Mumbai and he born in Maharashtra, and he was educated in Mumbai, and he worked as a graphic artist, a winner of the Commonwealth Poetry Prize. Kolatkar has contributed to Kavi, Opinion Literary Review, New Writing in India, and The Shell and the Rain. He is, as I said, that he is a bilingual poet and has translated Marathi poems. This poem is selected from Jejuri, a collection of his poems. Arun Kolatkar is one of the most influenced poet of Marathi, who influenced on Marathi, modern Marathi writers and Marathi poetry, so that he is one of the collection of poem called Jejuri. Jejuri is one of his collections of poems which contains 31 poems which reflect, depict his views about the place called Jejuri. That is his own experience he keeps before the reader. That apart from Jejuri called, it is one of the temple town, as I said, that usually when we visit a historical place, a tourist place, my dear students, what we come across there, none of us will have the same experience. Every one of us will have a different experience, because we will be attracted by many more things which surrounded us, which will be around there. So some of us may be attracted by the monument, architects, beautiful places, the construction of the buildings or the temples, mosques, but at the same time there will be old people, let us say them as beggars, who sit in front of the temples, mosques, and that shows that their decay, their helplessness, they are quite distressed. That is symbolized here. An old man, an old woman is symbolized here, the decay of our life. And one will get this experience, when he come across an old man or woman in front of some tourist places, that symbolizes the decay of life. They are utterly helpless. Of course, the children of those old people are the responsible for their situation. Arun Koletkar, his point of view, he come across an old woman in the place called Jejuri, and he quite feels irritated. He feels irritation. At the beginning of the poem, if you read, if you understand, and when he come across that woman who grabs hold of the sleeve. So here characters are an old woman, and you. Arun Koletkar often uses that you when you visit the place Jejuri. When you come across an old woman, so for the sake, and he says her as a beggar woman, a beggar. In fact, she was not beggar, but she was offering tourists. She wants to show Horseshoe Shrine, and she expects 50 paise coin for her, offering. She wants to work. She wants to show the tourist to Horseshoe Shrine, which is there in Jejuri, Horseshoe Shrine. Even though the poem begins with the poem, poet involves reader here. His intention to say you, so second person, that he wants the reader to be involved in this incident. So that is the reason that he often says you. So you and an old woman, and often he mentions that old woman, old lady, old woman. That shows that she is aged. And what else can an old woman do on rocky hills? She was not able to find out a better way for the survival of her life, so that she has chosen showing Horseshoe Shrine to the travelers, to the tourists, and she expects only 50 paise coin, but she doesn't want to take it freely without any work, and she was offering to show Horseshoe Shrine. This poem, from the beginning, it represents one's irritation. One may feel irritation quite, this old woman doesn't live easily. She doesn't let go someone without giving her 50 paise coin, and it looks irritation, a kind of disturbance. But at the end of the poem, we come to know that is the fact, the reality of an old woman who was helpless, who was distressed. She was not able to live a better life, so that she was offering tourists to show that Horseshoe Shrine. And in front of her, all the tourists far away feel that they are reduced to so much small. At the end of the poem, we come to know that we, young people, tourists who visit that place, one will get this experience that in front of her we are no more important, we are completely unimportant. And here poet also enlightened, and the tourist may also enlighten that we are the responsible for the situation of an old woman who was begging 50 paise coin. Obviously, when parents come on the street, when parents become beggar, who is the responsible? Obviously the children children are the responsible for the situation, the status of the old men and women, and he feels that she sticks like a bird. So here she sticks us like a bird. Bird means a kind of plant seed which has roots outside. So once it sticks to the clothes, you cannot remove it easily. So you also feel at the beginning that this old woman also sticks like bird. But at the end of the poem, we come to know that then what else she can do other than this? Because on these rocky hills, and she was as old as the rocky hills, that shows that she was her resistance is beyond the time. Even though the poem begins that when you are walking in front of her, she grabs hold your sleeve and she wants you to see the horseshoe shrine which you have already seen. But she doesn't let you go because she wants a 50 paise coin. She wants to take you to the horseshoe shrine. She offers that for 50 paise, and you feel that she tightens her grip on your shirt and she doesn't let you go. She won't let you go. And you turn toward the old woman and you want to end that farce. You want to keep full stop for that farce means a kind of a humorous, comic, drama play or an entertainment incident. You want to, you immediately want to put full stop. You want to get rid of her. When you turn towards her face and she answers you, she replies you that what else can an old woman do on these rocky hills as wretched as this? That answer realizes you, that makes you to understand the helplessness of an old woman. She was completely distressed, helpless, dejected. So she was wretched as this, she says. She was not able to lead her life in a better way. And when you look into her face wrinkled, there will be a crack around her eyes which is as old as the temple, hills. So here through her bullet holes of her eyes. So here poet compares the eyes of the woman which were cracked were as old as the hills or the temples. And all of a sudden we come to know that how this old woman is sustaining, and she is unbreakable. And poet feels immediately, he gets an empathy on old woman, not only her situation, even about the landscape also. That is the reason at the end he feels that he reduced so much small before an old woman. He feels utterly unimportant before her, and he feels somehow guilt also that the youngsters are the responsible for the situation of an old woman here. This poem reflects, especially in country like India. So if you come, if you have gone to visit some historical places, temples, mosques, churches, this is a quite common scene. One feels that there will be a queue of beggars. Outwardly, commonly they look like helpless. What is the reason? Who are the responsible for that? Might be the place or the landscape of that area, or the children who are not taking care of the parents. So here Arun Kolatkar, through this poem, he expresses how old women are, their resistance, their sustainability, you cannot easily understand them, and because they have their own problems, pains, and that is their helplessness. So that's what this poem expresses. Now let me read the poem. An old woman here. Look at the page number 96. Obviously, whenever we visit a tourist place or pilgrim center, so we will be fascinated by a few things. Might be the buildings, the landscape, or the people, or the architect. So many things will be, we will be attracted by, fascinated by so many things around us, and among them people will be there. So it is one's experience. I hope that you too had that experience whenever you visited a pilgrim places or a tourist place. You obviously come across these scenes. So if you glance on this picture, you come to know that how an old woman, she grabs or she holds the sleeve of a tourist here. An old woman grabs hold of your sleeve and tags along. She tags. So she won't leave you. She holds the sleeve she holds your sleeve and she tags along. She continuously tags along. She wants a 50 paise coin. She wants a 50 paise coin. She says she will take you to the horseshoe shrine. As I said that, this old woman, when she come across, she will be expecting, she will be waiting for the tourist to pass before her in a place called Jejuri, one of the temple town in Maharashtra near Pune. This old woman, when she come across a tourist, she grabs hold the sleeve of the tourist and she tags along. She walks, she lamely, she hobbles along with the tourist, even though the tourist or you or tourist may irritate. He doesn't want her tags, he doesn't want her to follow. But still she tags along, she walks with the tourist. The only reason is that she wants a 50 paise coin. She says she will take you to the horseshoe shrine. A horseshoe shrine is a place in Jejuri. She wants, you means here, the reader you can say, or the visitor, tourist. So Arun Kolatkar, the author, wants the reader to be involved in this incident, so that he is often saying that she wants a 50 paise coin. She says she will take you to the horseshoe shrine. She wants you to take to the horseshoe shrine, which is one of the places, a deity place in Khandova or in Jejuri. There she wants to take. You have seen it already. She hobbles along anyway. hobbles. Hobbles means that walking in an awkward way. Awkward way. Walking in an awkward way. So here, this old woman was not physically strong. She was not able to walk briskly, strongly, so that she was hobbling. You can imagine how old women will be, and they will be holding a walking stick in their hand, and they want somebody's help. They keep their hand on somebody's shoulder, or they will hold the sleeve of someone, and they want to walk in an, that is hobbling or hobbles. She hobbles, she walks in an awkward way, or in a lame, she walks lamely. And even though you have seen it, you have already seen that horseshoe shine, but she doesn't, and tightens her grip on your shirt. This old woman tightens her grip because she is afraid that you may reject her, you may ignore her, you may not give her 50 paise coin. She is afraid, so that she tightens her grip on your shirt once again. The shirt which she was holding, she tightens it tightly. She holds that shirt because she is afraid that you may simply reject her, you may neglect her, you may ignore her. She won't let you go. You know how old women are. No, here she won't let you go until and unless you give her 50 paise coin. She won't let anyone to go. She wants a 50 paise coin, and at the same time, you know how old women are. Arun Koladkar, he leaves us to imagine, or just it is we are all prejudiced, we are all having our own experience, that we have spent the time with old men and old women, how they will be. If they are so, what I can say, if they want to do one work by hook or crook, they do it. They won't leave it easily. They are so much determined. So that old women are like that. And he says that you know how old women are. He let us to imagine that how old women are. It's once experienced that if you don't fulfill their wish, they won't let you go. So that you know how old women are, they stick to you like a bird. As I said that, they stick to you. It is they stick, or they stick to you like a bird. Stick to you like a bird. So here, this is a simile used here. They stick. They means here, old women stick to you like a bird. As I said, that bird is, I think you have, if you have walked in bushes or in field, you come across as a kind of a seed of plants. That outer body will have some hooks. If once they stick to clothes, you have to forcefully have to remove them. So like bird, she sticks you. Or they stick you like a bird, means until and unless you fulfill their wishes, or in whatever they are in need, they won't let you go. So this is not only this lady, this woman, all the old women are like that. He says that they stick to you like a bird. You turn around her face with an air of finality. For a while you feel so irritated, you feel so irritation, and you want to get rid of her, you want to put a full stop, you want to go away from her, and you turn towards her, and you want to end the farce. As I said that farce means here, farce means a comic play or a drama or an incident which will have entertainment or humor, that you want to put a full stop. He feels, or the traveler feels that that is a kind of farce. No, he want to get rid of that. You want to come out of that situation, and when you turn around, when you turn towards her, when you want to put a full stop, when you want to get rid of her, then what happens? When you hear her say, then she answers. When traveler turns towards her, and he might be with angrily, he want to reject her, he want to get rid of her, and when she sees him, when she answers him, what she answers, you see, when you hear her say, she says, what else can an old woman do on hills as wretched as this? As wretched. Wretched means deeply afflicted or distressed. This woman, when tourists or you turn towards an old woman who sticked you like a bird, and when she says that, what else can an old woman do on hills as wretched as these? And that shows that her helplessness. Till then, up to here, a traveler or poet feels the irritation of this old woman, or otherwise called as a beggar, and from now onwards, what happens, you see, what else can an old woman do on hills as wretched as this? Opens the eyes of the traveler here, the tourist or the poet, and he says that on hills wretched as this shows. Poet feels empathetically, his waves changed on this old woman. His view, his observation changed automatically on this old woman. You look right at the sky. You look right at the sky, clear through the bullet holes she has for her eyes here. The bullet holes are exactly like the eyes of this old woman. This old woman has blue eyes which look like bullet holes. And when you turn towards the right at the sky, clear through the bullet holes she has for her eyes, and as you look on, the cracks that begin around her eyes spread beyond her skin. So here, one feels after watching her, after seeing her face, especially her eyes which are wrinkled, the cracks which mark around her eyes spread beyond her skin. So here, it is not only the eyes which are cracked here, and it is the landscape, the creeked landscape. And here symbolically, poet says that her creeked eyes are as the old woman was as old as the hills and temples. She is having so much sustaining capacity, sustainability or resistance. And the hills crack and the temples crack and the sky falls. And here what happens? She says that the hills cracks, the temples crack. It shows that this shows that beyond time, this old woman is also as old as the hills crack, the temples crack, the sky falls. But yet this woman doesn't leave. Her sustainability, her resistance, she is unbreakable. She is as old as the hills and she is as old as the temples, even though they appear like cracked. Her eyes also reflecting crack behind her skin, that beyond the time she is. It shows that, symbolically shows that beyond the time she is, or shatterproof crone. So again here poet compares that. So here shatterproof crone means the figure of resistance of the old woman. She is unbreakable with a plate glass platter. She is untouched. So here plate glass platter around the shatterproof crone who stands alone. So one feels that at the end, one feels that how this old woman standing alone on this rocky hills, she is unbreakable, she is untouched. So plate glass platter around the shatterproof crone. So this shatterproof crone means ugly woman. This woman who looks like ugly is unbreakable. She is untouched. She is so strong. Even though her eyes cracked, you could see the crack around her eyes. She is unbreakable, untouched. She is so strong, and you are reduced to so much small change in her hand. At the end of the poem, the last 3 lines of this poem reflect that for a while one realizes that one comes to know the reality that before that old woman we reduce it to so much small change in her hand. He has reduced it to nothing more than money. For what sake she is doing all these things for a 50 paise coin? But for a while, the traveler, the tourist feels that how unimportant he is before this old woman. She is as old as the hills and temples. She is unbreakable, untouched, so strong. So that shatterproof crone means that the figure of a resistance. And this, after all, when we come to know, when the tourist realizes this, at the end, why this old woman is expecting 50 paise coin? Because she is helpless, she is wretched. She is wretched means she is so distressed. She was not able to lead her life in a better way, so that he is expecting 50 paise coin by offering tourists. She wants to show them horseshoe shrine. So at the end of the poem, and you are reduced to so much small change in her hand. And he realizes that he is really unimportant before this old woman. And how old woman, and even we come to know that she was not even beggar either. For her, the reason for asking 50 paise coin is that she wants to offer. She is offering. She wants to show the horseshoe shrine. She was not asking simply money. She was not asking money freely. Rather, she was offering to show horseshoe shrine there. So this is the complete explanation or summary of the poem An Old Woman. How old woman in a place called Jejuri, she was wretched. At the beginning, tourist feels that she is. She grabs hold the sleeve of the tourist and she tags along, and she wants a 50 paise coin because she wants to take the tourist to horseshoe shrine, and which you have already seen, but still she hobbles, she tags with you, she walks lamely with you, and she won't let you go. She sticks you like a burr, far away tourist feels that quite irritated. Tourist is quite irritated. He feels irritation. But when he wants to put a full stop, when he wants to get rid of that old woman, he wants to end that fast, when he turned towards the old woman, and what happened then? And she answered him. She responded him. She replied him that, what else can an old woman do on these hills as wretched as these? Then itself, a tourist's perception, his understanding, his view immediately changed from irritation to empathy. So that is the reason that he, at the end, and he started observing her closely, that her eyes were, compared like a bullet holes. And she was as old as the hills and temples cracked, hills cracked, and sky fall with a plate glass platter, which shows that untouched, it is unbreakable, and around the shatterproof throne is a figure of, that is a figure of a resistance. How sustained this, how sustainability, how this sustaining capacity this woman had, a resistance. And in front of that old woman, tourist feels so unimportant, really is unimportant. He reduced to nothing but money before the old woman. This is the complete outline or explanation of the poem and the old woman. I hope that you have understood this poem. In next class we discuss the last chapter of the syllabus, that is Two Gentlemen of Verona by A.J. Cronin. Please keep watching Sri Guru Independent View online classes. I will come back in next class and I narrate you the story Two Gentlemen of Verona. So whereas in this poem there will be the weightage of this poem will be for 5 marks, 1 marks question will be 1 and 4 marks question will be 1. So total 5 marks will be asked in this poem. So please go through this poem once again and understand the poem. Okay, thank you.